Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Ask an Islander. I'm Bonnie with Project Grad. We are here with Kelly Russell, our director of Hands on a Hardbody, opening next Tuesday. Get excited, the 6th through Saturday the 10th. 7:30 showings. You can get your tickets online. $8 at the box office, $6 if you show up in person. Also, one of our big questions we're going to ask you. If you haven't seen the giant yellow gorilla, he has been relocated, I assume because of the president. He's not serious enough. And so please come see him. He's amazing. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
You're very welcome. And the inflatable gorilla that's giant and looming over the Center for the Arts right now was the brainchild of Don Luna, our department chair.
That's hilarious.
And when I first started talking about doing the show, he says, oh, since it's set on a car lot, you need one of those big, gigantic inflatable gorillas. Mm-hmm. And then he never mentioned it again. And then about a week ago, I was driving past, and I was as surprised as anybody else to see it.
Oh my gosh, you didn't even know?
No, I had no idea. And so Don had just decided to surprise everyone in the cast and the department, and so he kept it a total secret.
That's like the best surprise ever.
Yeah, it's great. And we thought it was a wonderful way to generate buzz about the show.
Yes.
And it's really fun, and people have been taking pictures with it, and I hear it even has a Twitter account.
Like its own Twitter account?
Yes, the gorilla apparently has its own Twitter account.
That's amazing. Well, I love him. When I turned into campus, I was like, what is that? I was that obnoxious person, like hit my brakes, and the poor people hide behind me are trying to get to class, and I'm trying to take a picture of like the monkey. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, so tell me about the show. We're so excited. This is like a uniquely like Texas show.
Yes. I'm excited as well. It's Hands on a Hardbody, which is based on a documentary that was made in 1997, which took place in Longview, Texas, and it was an actual contest to win a truck sponsored by a Nissan dealership in Longview. And the whole gist of the contest was the people who were competing had to keep their hands on the truck, and the last one to remain standing with their hands on the truck won the truck.
It was long too, didn't like the winner was like 77 hours or something? Like
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it went on for years, and they would go for as long as 90 hours. And so it's over 3 days of standing with your hand on a truck. And so the physical wear and tear of the people who do that is pretty extraordinary.
Yeah, because you can't like squat.
No, you can't squat.
You can't touch the truck except for your hand.
And you can't lean.
You can't lean, yeah.
And you have to wear gloves at all times. And of course in Longview in the summer when the contest took place, it was hot as well. So you had to deal with the weather. So it was a really challenging contest. And so the musical was created and premiered in 2013. And it was written by a Texas playwright who's a Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright, Doug Wright. And then the music was by Trey Anastasio, who is the lead singer of the band Fish, and Amanda Green, who is a big musical theater person. The amateur rights became available recently, so we were hoping to be one of the first universities to do the show, because it's set in Texas, and so we recognize the characters and the situations that they're going through. Even more, I think, because it's a really Texas kind of show, hence our Texas flag behind the truck on the set.
Y'all, how amazing is this set? Isn't it great? I'm obsessed with this flag. I'm trying to figure out how to take it back to my office. It's really good. So I'm curious, why did you choose personally, like have you seen the show before? Did it speak to you?
I had not seen it. I read the script and then I listened to the Broadway soundtrack, which is really wonderful. And I love doing new plays that people probably haven't seen before. That's personally, I would rather see something new when I go to the theater, so I think a lot of audience members would like the same thing. And I love that it's set in Texas. And I was a big fan of the documentary. I thought the documentary was hysterically funny, but very moving at the same time.
Yeah.
And it treated the characters, even though they are humorous in a lot of situations, it treated them with a great deal of respect.
It did, because it is kind of a funny situation, but it's also like you get to learn so much about them and why they're doing it and what's going on in their lives. And it's kind of, when I was first reading about it, I was thinking, this is kind of like a weird premise for a musical, but musicals, they don't care to do, they cover everything. amazing, but I really think it's adorable the way that they take something that seems a little impersonal and make it very, very personal.
Yes, absolutely. And you're exactly right. Each of the characters would benefit financially, certainly, from winning the truck. And for a lot of them, it would change their lives if they were able to win. And we also see that they all have other very personal reasons for wanting to win, and they all come at it with different tactics in order to succeed. One of the characters is very spiritual, and she relies on her Christian faith, and another has laid out plans because he's won before, so he knows exactly what it's going to take to win, and so he has strategies for how he's going to psych out the other characters. Another one of my favorite characters just dreams of getting away because she's never left Texas.
Yeah.
And she thinks if she wins the truck, it will give her a chance to drive to Los Angeles. So
that's a great song.
Yes. It's one of my favorite.
What is it?
It's Gone.
Gone. Yeah, okay, it's really something. Yeah.
She dreams of going to Los Angeles to get away because she's never visited anywhere but Texas.
Yeah. So tell me about your cast. We have such a great pool of talent here on campus.
I'm so excited. Yes, we have a very large theater program. We have 160 theater majors, and we have a brilliant cast of 16 actors and singers. 15 are theater majors, and we have 1 music major.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, it's incredibly exciting. So Eli Gonzalez is our music major, and he's brilliant. He actually just got accepted to graduate school at NYU for musical theater.
Good for him.
Yes, he's rocking and rolling. And we have a lot of familiar faces. There are a lot of seniors in the play. Paige, who played the lead in Heathers last year, is in the show. And Christina Jaime, who was in Rent, is also in the show. And Connor Flynn, who has been on stage, he was last in Titus Andronicus playing Titus, is one of the cast members as well. And another reason I like the show so much is because it's an ensemble piece where all the characters get equal time.
Yeah.
So there's not really 1 or 2 lead characters. They're all very significant. And so we have a great mix of seniors, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So are y'all kind of sticking with it? I think it's like 10 characters around the truck,
Yes.
and then you've got the owner of the dealership, and then who else? Do you have somebody else?
The owner of the dealership has an assistant he works with, and then there's the wife of one of the contestants and the husband of another contestant. And then a DJ for the local radio station is also a part of the contest the entire time. And it's so interesting because the radio station in the play is the actual radio station in Longview, and it still exists.
Funny.
So, and the logo that we have on his DJ station is actually the logo from that radio station.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Honoring everything. It's so good. So for someone who's not sure if they want to come, what do you want to say to them? Like, what's your pitch?
It's a very unique musical because, like all musicals, it incorporates a variety of song styles. In this show, there's a lot of country music.
Yes.
And then we have gospel and some jazzy numbers and some rock numbers, but it's really accessible music. It's not the tap dancing musical theater style that you picture when you think of a theatrical musical. It's very short for musicals. It's about an hour and 5-minute first act and an hour second act. And it's filled with comedy, with moments of drama, and I think the audience really picks someone in the competition that they root for, and so everyone's invested in finding out who is actually going to win at the end of the show.
I think that's very true with this show. There are so many unique characters that you will definitely find someone that you identify with. There's a song that you're going to identify with, and I think that gives everybody someone to root for. I think that's a great point.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
We had a preview for our crew so that they can see the show before they work backstage, and they were actually gasping and groaning when their favorite character would get eliminated.
When they would stop.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, that's wonderful. Well, I want to thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it immensely. Y'all, come out and see Hands on a Hardbody. Opening on Tuesday, 7:30 shows Tuesday through Saturday, $6 at the box office, $8 online. We are also going to promote really quickly, it is Women's History Month, y'all. Tonight they are doing Quinceañera Style as Feminist Praxis, Youth, Voice, and Futurity in the O'Connor Building, 145 at 6 p.m. Come out and see that. They're doing some amazing things. Also check out the website. They've got stuff going on all month long. We will be back on March 20th. Y'all, I know you don't want to think about it. Actually, you probably do want to think about it. You're about to graduate. Y'all get excited. We're going to sit down with the Alumni Association and break down where you're going to get everything so that you can get out of here. Get excited. 3:20. We'll see you. Have a great weekend, and thank you so much.
Thank you.